Um, mm, 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 mm. Yo. Yeah. Okay. What? Hmm. Righty. Huh. Good morning, evening, afternoon. Puppos. Puppo. I do feel like I kind of started the stream a little bit earlier. But oh well. All right, before we jump into the games, Saints, do you
Brought to
have?
you by.
Oh my God, do you have anything that you wanna share with the class before we start? To? 'Cause if not, I only have one. Jesus. It's a pain. Yes, we have Skill Up and Mr. Internet Historian, actually. Actually. But I do feel like we have to check out Skill Up as well. Oh, show. Okay. I think we can just check out Mr. Skill Up real quick. Right away. Hey, fuck. I forgot about my fucking thing. Hold up. What's up, Magma? Glorp. Welcome, welcome. Let's just jump right into it.
This video is brought to you by Brilliant. So much more. Here for a full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/skillup or click the link in the description. You'll also get 20% off an annual premium subscription. Gamers! Absolutely stacked show this week, so let's dispense with the intro and get straight into the news. It's never been more over for the Suicide Squad. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say because it felt impossible that things could get any worse than the disappointing launch state of the game or the patch that followed some weeks after that rendered it unplayable for many people. But against all odds, Warner Brothers and Rocksteady have found all new ways to disappoint the 14 people still playing this video game. I'm talking, of course, about the launch of Season 1, which happened just last week across all platforms. This is a big one. If you've been tracking the Suicide Squad subreddit as I have, that place has been running on copium since day dot, with many true believers holding firm to the hope that Season 1 would magically fix all of the game's problems. They're like Bart in that Camp Krusty episode where they're chanting, "Krusty is coming, Krusty is coming," only instead of Krusty, it's the Joker, and instead of the Joker, it's just Barney in a clown suit. Season 1 is headlined by the Joker, an all-new rendition courtesy of some multiverse shenanigans. With so much riding on that character, you really want to nail a compelling rendition of him, and I'm not sure that this is it.
I killed my team because I truly cared about them. And even though I've only just gotten to know you guys, I care about you that much too.
Okay.
And look, to be honest, I feel bad for Rocksteady in this regard. When you're trying to find a take on a character who's been played by Mark Hamill, Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, and of course, the legendary Jared Leto, it's hard to compete. Don't worry though, if the Joker isn't hitting right for you, there's still plenty of other stuff to enjoy in Season 1, including... there's a new Brainiac boss battle. It's just a reskin of the Green Lantern encounter the same way that the first Brainiac boss battle was a reskin of the Flash boss battle, but hey, content is content. Outside of that, there's basically nothing. No story missions, no new grindable mission types. There's some new modifiers that kick in on the existing content, many of which actively make the game more frustrating to play because of how they limit damage types or make enemies more bullet spongy. It's just grind 20 or so missions to unlock the Joker, watch a 90-second cutscene with him, and then get back to grinding the same shit as before. This obviously has not gone over well with anyone. In terms of lapsed players, the update has done almost nothing to move the player count needle. The game did spike to around 3,000 concurrent players when the update dropped, but with so little content on offer, that player count is dropping like a stone, and in less than 4 days that number has already halved. More concerning is the game's subreddit, at one point the last bastion of hope for this game. Over there, they have had jack of it, with hundreds of angry threads all venting their frustration and disappointment, and an update so anemic that it feels like Warner Brothers and Rocksteady have taken this community for a ride. And like, yeah, I mean, that's the promise inherent in every live service. It's stick with us. We will reward you for the time and money you've invested. But when a game charges $70 and change and isn't even finished, and then dangles the hope of more content in Season 1, only for that content to be MIA, you can understand how people get mad. And as I said in my own review, I think the problems with Suicide Squad run much deeper than its content offering or character roster. The core building blocks of this gameplay loop are not where they need to be in order to sustain a live service. Gunplay, character kits, enemy design and diversity, map design, UI, all of it needs a massive amount of overhaul, and given how poorly the game is performing, there is no way in hell that Warner Brothers are going to be greenlighting the budget required to overhaul this video game. I still think we're going to get around 4 seasons of content for this one before Warner Brothers pulls the plug. It's sad, but if it means that Rocksteady can get off this thing and get back to making great single-player games, then that'll at least be some silver lining. Pivoting to Xbox news now, you remember last week GamesIndustry.biz reported on chatter they heard on the floor of GDC, where developers are becoming a little disillusioned with the current state of Xbox, particularly its console hardware, which is clearly running a distant third place behind PS5 and Switch. Well, while all that chatter was happening at GDC, Xbox boss Phil Spencer was there on the show floor, and he took an interview with Polygon that is pretty essential reading if you follow this industry. I'll leave a link to it below the like button. By far and away the biggest headline coming out of that interview was Phil's comments on the recent layoffs that he enacted earlier this year, cutting 1,900 jobs after spending $69 billion to acquire the developers of Bubble Witch Saga, Crash Team Rumble, and Overwatch 2. Phil argued that after dropping that amount of cash, he had no choice but to lay off 1,900 people, and it wasn't because of anything to do with Xbox, their strategy, their performance, or their growth. It was entirely about macroeconomic forces completely beyond Phil's control. Quote, The thing that has me most concerned for the industry is the lack of growth. And when you have an industry that is projected to be smaller next year in terms of players and dollars, and you get a lot of publicly traded companies that are in the industry that have to show their investors growth, because why else does somebody own a share of someone's stock if it's not going to grow? The side of the business that then gets scrutinized is the cost side, because if you're not going to grow the revenue side, then the cost side becomes challenged. We're a business. I've said over and over, I don't get any luxury of not having to run a profitable, growing business inside of Microsoft, end quote. Hearing Phil talk this way is weird because it really sounds as though he's abdicating all of the agency he had in this equation. The reality is that during Phil Spencer's tenure, Xbox has not delivered the library of games that would grow their business. They put every foot right except the most important one. They had a great console at a great price, including a cheaper entry point in the Series S. They acquired a number of studios with great potential. They had Game Pass, which is without a doubt the single best deal in video games and a powerful value proposition for those considering purchasing a console. They had it all, right? But what of Halo? What of Redfall? What of Starfield? Where is the Xbox equivalent of God of War or Spider-Man or Ghost of Tsushima or even Helldivers 2? Where are the games that are so good that they make me want to buy an Xbox or spend more time in that ecosystem? I'm not saying Xbox doesn't have any games. I love Forza Horizon and Hi-Fi Rush and Grounded, but it really does feel like we've been waiting over a generation and a half for Xbox to deliver a true system seller, and it hasn't happened yet. It's reductive, but take a look at Capcom's stock price over the last 5 years. That's around the time that Capcom's renaissance began with Monster Hunter World, Devil May Cry 5, the Resident Evil remakes, Street Fighter getting its groove back last year, and Dragon's Dogma selling gangbusters just last month. Their stock price is up 400% over 5 years. You know why? Good video games.
True.
Nintendo is the same. The Wii U sold like 18 units total. It was the biggest disaster in Nintendo history since that creepy Zelda cartoon. Nintendo's stock price has doubled since the launch of the Switch, and just recently it passed an all-time high. Nintendo are now staring down the barrel of a successful movie business, they already have a successful foothold in theme parks, and they're about to release the Switch 2 next year, a console we are all going to buy because Nintendo make extraordinary video games that you can't play anywhere else. And that's a really important point, because in that same interview, Phil Spencer again spoke about Xbox's evolving position on platform exclusivity. He spoke about it in the context of game development costs first. Quote, "The case for exclusivity gets pressured as the cost of the game goes up," end quote. It's another example of Phil subtly or not so subtly hinting that more and more Xbox stuff is going to go multi-platform in the future. And not for nothing, but Xbox are just about to make 4 of their best exclusives for this current generation multi-platform, those being Pentiment, Grounded, Sea of Thieves, and Hi-Fi Rush. Those aren't system sellers by any stretch of the imagination, but they're great games, and having them available elsewhere erodes the unique value proposition that Microsoft have been trying to cultivate since Bill Gates walked out onto that stage all those years ago. In addition to those comments about exclusivity affecting budgeting decisions, Phil also commented that ballooning development costs endanger creativity. Quote, "The cost really reduces the risk that publishers are willing to take. If you're a publisher, you know that's a pretty big number in a world that already has a lot of video games coming. How are you going to establish this thing? Am I willing to take the red on new IP, on a new kind of game, when the earn-out risk is that high? I think it impinges on the creativity of this industry, which I don't love. Creativity is like the cornerstone of what we should be about in gaming," end quote. Now, all of that is true, except he's leaving out the part where he's the one that decides if the budgets are approved. He is that publisher that he is talking about here. Again, where is his agency in this equation? Why isn't he proudly declaring that Xbox is going to be the publisher that will make the risky bet in the name of creativity? Microsoft literally has more money than every single other publisher combined. So if it's not them willing to take these risks, then who is it? And then there's some really weird shit at the back end of this, like the possibility of the Epic Game Store coming to the Xbox console. For real. In the same interview, Phil Spencer was asked if he could ever see other storefronts like the Epic Store or itch.io arriving on Xbox consoles. Here's what he had to say, quote, "Yes, consider our history as the Windows company. Nobody would blink twice if I said, hey, when you're using a PC, you get to decide the type of experience you have by picking where to buy your games. There's real value in that," end quote. He go on to talk about how the business model of selling consoles cheap to recoup costs down the line is under threat, and that he doesn't feel like it's growing the industry industry at this point. He'd then go on to say that the PC experience is the ideal end state when it comes to platform openness, using Sea of Thieves as an example where players shouldn't have to worry about which hardware or platform their friends are playing on. Quote, "If I want to play on a gaming PC, then I feel like I'm a more continuous part of a gaming ecosystem as a whole, as opposed to on console, my gaming is kind of shared, to use a term, based on these different closed ecosystems that I have to play across," end quote. So I think this interview was remarkable, because you've got Phil Spencer blaming macroeconomic forces for his decision to sack 1,900 people, even though he just dropped $70 billion on a publisher. You've got more evidence that Xbox are plotting a multi-platform course, despite a business update 1 month ago where they say they're not making a substantial change to their exclusive strategy. You've got Microsoft, a $3 trillion company, lamenting the high cost of game development, and you've got Phil Spencer suggesting that over the next few years, your Xbox is basically going to become a PC and you'll be able to buy games from the Epic Games storefront on it rather than from Microsoft themselves. I'll be real with you guys, it's my job to understand what's going on in this industry, but I have no idea what Xbox's strategy is at this point. It just seems to be a little bit of everything that ultimately amounts to a whole lot of nothing. You want to make Xbox a PC? You thought competing with Sony was tough? Good luck competing with Valve, an organization with endless money, nothing to spend it on, zero overhead, and a leader who doesn't give a fuck about pleasing shareholders because he doesn't have any. Gabe will gladly put Steam on your console if you let him, and laugh as he does it, because who the fuck ever bought a game from the Windows storefront when they didn't have to? At this point, I'm pretty certain that Microsoft are planning to become a third-party publisher that also has a modest hardware footprint. And it's like, if that's the plan, just say it, because right now, every new thing we hear from Microsoft seems to invite only more confusion. I'm not sure when this era of doublespeak and flip-flopping will end, but I hope it ends soon, because it really feels like the Xbox brand has suffered some major blows over the last few months, and talk of putting the Epic Games Store on your console is not going to flip that narrative. Anyway, that was a lot, wasn't it? So, what else happened in the news this week? Gearbox has a new owner, and it's kind of like their old owner, sort of. Up until a little while ago, Gearbox was an independent studio that had a publishing agreement with 2K Games. 2 years ago though, Gearbox sold itself to Embracer Group for a deal worth a total of $1.3 billion, but $363 million of that was for upfront cash and stock. The rest was promised cash and stock dependent on Gearbox hitting various performance milestones. After that, Embracer's financing deal with the Saudis went belly up, leaving them with a mountain of debt and absolutely no way to repay it. At that point, the cost cutting began, with Embracer Group cancelling projects, sacking workers and closing studios, some of which would have been able to survive were they not more useful to Embracer Group as a tax write-off. The two biggest holdings in Embracer Group's portfolio were Saber Interactive and Gearbox. Saber was sold just a few weeks back to an independent consortium led by one of the Saber co-founders. This week, Gearbox was sold to 2K Games for $460 million, all of it paid in Take-Two shares, the parent company of 2K Games. It's a bit tricksy in terms of how it breaks, since Embracer will keep some of Gearbox's publishing properties, namely the rights to the successful Remnant franchise, the upcoming Hyperlight Breaker, as well as 3 studios, Cryptic, Lost Boys Interactive, and Captured Dimensions. Randy Pitchford put out a surprisingly normal statement on the matter, saying, quote, "We set the bar for interactive entertainment and achieved remarkable results with groundbreaking, record-setting games when we worked together at arm's length as partners. I'm incredibly excited about what we can accomplish now that we are fully aligned as one," end quote. And look, I don't have much love for 2K, but in their defense, they've done a good job letting Gearbox get on with it, keeping the Borderlands franchise free of the in-game spending that has come to define most looters. Will that also be the case for the upcoming Borderlands 4? Let's hope so. It's nice to see at least one AAA looter shooter bucking a trend that has become all but ubiquitous. Speaking of looters, Bungie managed one of the most successful in the business, but they're also developing an extraction shooter, and it seems like there's a shakeup going on with how that game is coming together. This is a story I didn't have time to cover last week, but IGN reported, quote, "Bungie is in the midst of shifting around its creative leadership on Marathon, including removing longtime Bungie designer Christopher Barrett from the game director role. IGN learned he's being replaced by former Valorant game director Joe Ziegler, who left right inspire games for Bungie in 2022, end quote. That is a surprise, as Barrett, a Destiny veteran, was on Marathon from the beginning, at least as far as we know. People leave or are removed from these sorts of leadership positions for all sorts of reasons, so we really can't speculate as to why this happened. What is possible though, according to IGN, is that pressure is on and Marathon is undergoing some changes. Quote, sources tell IGN that Bungie is pouring resources into getting Marathon out the door. The game's direction has shifted somewhat under Ziegler's new leadership, one source says, including moving away from custom player characters in favor of a selectable cast of heroes, end quote. That last point was met with a huge amount of dissatisfaction online. The idea of an extraction shooter doesn't much appeal to Bungie's core fanbase, but if you could at least create and build your own character, then that's something that might appeal to your average Destiny player. Selectable heroes though? That isn't ringing anyone's bells. Yeah. Having said all of that, Ziegler was the game director for Valorant, a game that came out of nowhere and is now going toe-to-toe with Counter-Strike in the tactical shooter space, with a particularly strong appeal in the 15 to 25 age bracket, which has been notoriously tough to crack. This person has literally done what Bungie are trying to do with Marathon, so it'd probably be wise to give them the benefit of the doubt until we see Marathon for ourselves. Speaking of reboots and reshuffles, Riot popped up last week to give an update on their MMO, which has been in development since the last Ice Age. Unfortunately, the news is not good, at least if you are hoping to play it before the next Ice Age. Riot co-founder Mark Merrill took to Twitter to say, quote, after a lot of reflection and discussion, we decided to reset the direction of the project some time ago. This decision wasn't easy, but it was necessary. The initial vision just wasn't different enough from what you can play today. We don't believe you want to play an MMO that you've already played before with a Runeterra coat of paint. To truly do justice to the potential of Runeterra and to meet the incredibly high expectations of players around the world, we need to do something that truly feels like a significant evolution of the genre, end quote. That statement does come sometime after the former project's lead, Greg Street, aka Ghostcrawler, left the project to begin work on his own MMO at his own studio. Again, can't speculate as to how all these pieces fit together, but bottom line, the Riot MMO is still alive, but will we be by the time it gets released? That remains to be seen. A quick lightning round to finish off. A new webinar has entered the scene. The III Initiative is a collective consisting of the developers of games like Dead Cells, Darkest Dungeon, Vampire Survivors, and plenty more. It's a showcase designed to highlight indie games with over 30 on display. They're describing it as a, quote, straight to the point show packed with announcements as a collective of studios to speak directly to players with no hosting segments, no advertisements, no sponsorships, no extra fluff, just games, end quote. Jeff Keighley looking visibly confused
April
after
10.
reading that last line. PlayStation are about to add a hint system to select visibly confused
the
after
III Initiative.
reading that last line. PlayStation are about to add a hint system to select PS5 games. The system is opt-in and will allow your PS5 to record footage of you doing stuff, with those videos then being uploaded and reviewed by a moderator. You can then pull up one of these videos if you ever find yourself getting stuck, meaning that hopefully you'll need to spend less time perusing game sites or YouTube guides. The system is free to all, meaning you won't need a PS Plus subscription, and it's being rolled out in select games right now. Kind of cool, to be honest. Remedy just put out some very limited details about what to expect from their upcoming co-op shooter set in the Control universe. It comes courtesy of their annual report, and it reads thusly, quote, after the Hiss invasion, the oldest house is under lockdown, a boiling pot of volatile and dangerous supernatural forces. Trapped within is the last vestige of the Federal Bureau of Control, who will need to take a stand and push back to regain control. Desperate times require desperate measures, and everyone is needed, end quote. They describe it as a service-based, fixed-price game, which they define as, quote, premium games that may have a lower initial price point, but a long tail of revenue through updates, game expansions, and potentially microtransactions, end quote. So basically like Helldivers 2, only with the hiss. I am very okay with the sound of that. Time for some studio news. Some of it good, most of it not. On the good end of the spectrum is the formation of a new studio. It's called Lunacy Games, and it's led by Bill Roper, who was a producer for both Warcraft 1 and 2, and Diablo 1 and 2. Interestingly, they're working on a new Hellgate game titled Hellgate Redemption. Been a long time since that franchise has seen an outing, so it's nice to see it back in the mix. French studio Don't Nod has announced that they're restructuring their operations, but it doesn't seem to be in the name of job cutting. Rather, they're reorganizing their studio around three core genres: RPG, narrative adventure, and action adventure. This makes a lot of sense for a studio that in the last few years alone has shipped a huge variety of genres, from the narrative-led Life is Strange to the action-led development-led Banishers Ghosts of New Eden, not to mention a climbing game in the form of Jusant, plus other games that fit within or between these genre buckets. Interestingly, our man Edmund spoke to Don't Nod just after the release of Banishers, and they spoke about the fact that they're really comfortable living in that AA space, and they accept the limitations it brings, particularly when it comes to combat in their games, which was an issue for both Vampire and Banishers. Really fascinating interview that we've hosted on our Patreon. It's free to everyone, by the way. It's not behind a paywall, so if you'd like to check it out, I'll leave a link to that below the like button. Speaking of restructuring, Nintendo seems to be doing that too, only this one will result in job losses. Kotaku was reporting that due to the lull in testing activities, Nintendo's testing function will be restructured, with some 120 contract roles being eliminated, though an undisclosed number of contract roles will become permanent positions. Nintendo confirmed the news, saying that this was about better integrating their testing offices, but Kotaku is also reporting that no one has yet got their hands on the Switch 2, and if the reporting about the recent delay of the hardware into 2025 is to be believed, it would make sense that testing doesn't have a huge amount of work to be doing between now and then. More layoffs to report, as always. Smilegate Barcelona has been shuttered. It was an offshoot of Korean-based Smilegate, the developers behind Crossfire. Barcelona was apparently working on a brand new open world game, but now they're working on nothing, and 40 people are out of the job. Certain Affinity are a support studio that has worked on games including Call of Duty and Halo. Most recently, they were working on a Halo Battle Royale game that got canned despite years of work and a staff of over 100 people working on it. This week, they announced a reduction in headcount of around 25 people, or 10% of their workforce, Certain Affinity citing hostile market conditions for the cuts. Ubisoft just cut 45 people from their Asia-Pacific publishing operations. No more specifics on that. And Sega has just sold Relic Entertainment, the studio behind Company of Heroes and the much-loved Warhammer 40k Dawn of War. That studio will now go independent. At the same time, Sega cut 240 jobs between both Creative Assembly and Sega Hardlight. A disappointing move, but not unexpected after Sega dropped a King's Ransom developing Hyenas, a co-op live service team shooter that was cancelled 6 feet from the finish line. Finally, some quick sales data to finish off. Game of the Year winner It Takes Two has just sold through 16 million units, and that is a co-op game, meaning that at least 32 million people have enjoyed this absolute masterpiece. Love to see it, except for the elephant scene, of course. Hate to see that. Still wake up in a cold sweat at night 2 years later. Unicorn Overlord has hit a modest but respectable sales milestone of 500,000 units. Not a bad result for a tactical RPG that hasn't even shipped on PC yet. And the most surprising sales figure you'll hear this week is that the PS2 has now officially sold through 160 million units, up from 155
People
million
still
units
buy
the last time Sony
PS2?
provided an update on that figure. This is stunning because who the fuck is selling brand new PS2s in 2024? Where is this inventory coming from? Production for this thing stopped back in 2013. You mean to tell me that scalpers were holding on to inventory for this long in the hopes that it would... And yep, I just checked eBay and they're absolutely correct. I'm seeing brand new PS2s go for 4,000 Australian dollars. So I really wish I bought a spare PS2 back in the day. So what got announced or delayed this week? Well, biggest announcement was certainly Marvel Rivals. We may be getting tired of Marvel
PS4
movies.
is not even
when
that
it comes to games, it
expensive.
feels like that IP is still full of potential. And what better way to tap it than a competitive MOBA? I'm not joking, by the way. I actually think this is a great use of these characters, and I'm actually kind of into this. Marvel Rivals comes from Chinese-based NetEase, and it's a free-to-play 6v6 team shooter MOBA thing that includes a pretty rad roster of characters, including outside picks like Magic, Namor, Penny Parker, and Luna Snow. It features team-up abilities that look pretty fun, as well as environmental destruction, which is not something you often see in this genre. Been a while since we've seen
I don't
someone
really
take
care
a
about
crack
this.
at the third-person MOBA thing, and this looks pretty decent. The response to the reveal has generally been cautious optimism with a healthy dose of skepticism. Always smart when we're talking about a free-to-play offering. No date for release, but the closed alpha begins in May 2024, so we'll no doubt hear more about it then. Speaking of IP licensing, Konami are doing a thing with V Rising, bringing Castlevania-themed content to the game on May 8th, the same day V Rising enters 1.0. The crossover will let you fight Simon Belmont and even collect his whip. There is, of course, paid cosmetic DLC to go with that if that's your poison, or garlic, or holy water, or whatever. Metal Hellsinger was a fantastic first-person shooter rhythm game that released a while back to rave reviews. They just announced a VR port that will arrive for basically every supported VR platform. No date for it yet, but but it is sometime this year.
Wow.
Biggest announcement of the week in the Shill Up Work Discord was NCSoft confirming their intent to make Guild Wars 3, with Austin refusing to shut the hell up about it for the rest of the week. NCSoft's CEO casually mentioned in an earnings call that Guild Wars 3 was in development, but much to the chagrin of Austin, he refused to elaborate any further. Given that this is the first time we've heard about it and that MMOs take a fair amount of time to build, we definitely shouldn't expect it anytime soon, but I'll of course keep you posted because Austin will leave me no choice. Nine Souls is a really fantastic feeling 2D platform I played a while ago during a Steam Next Fest. It actually won the Discovery Award at last year's South by Southwest convention in Sydney.
It looks good.
This team's been working on it for a while now, but the title finally has a release date, 29th of May, exclusive to Steam. Only one delay announcement this week, and it's for Earthblade, the next thing from Maddie Thorson, the person behind Celeste, now working with an outfit called Extremely OK Games. They confirmed, quote, "This game ain't coming out in 2024, end quote." Thorson has had some medical issues that have slowed progress, but the work continues, with the likes of Carl Pulver, the person behind Super Meat Boy Forever, having just joined the team to help troubleshoot some sticky design problems. Still plenty of reasons to be optimistic about this one. We just need to wait a little longer. Speaking of waiting a little longer, it ain't much, but it's something. This week, Hollow Knight Silksong finally got an Xbox store page listing. What could this mean? Question mark, question mark. Probably absolutely nothing. But those of us huffing that copium will cling to any tidbit we can to keep the dream alive. We're like 2 months away from the Xbox Key 3 showcase at this point, by the way. So if I was a betting man, I'd expect an update then. But hey, anything's possible, right?
Amen. Amen.
Right? That's what we have to keep telling ourselves.
Amen.
So what came out last week? Well, Open Roads was that narrative-led road trip game about a mother and a daughter just talking it out. It's from Annapurna Interactive, who usually know a winner when they see it, but reviews for Open Roads are a little more tepid than the label is used to. It's sitting at a fair 74 on OpenCritic. IGN scored it a 6 out of 10, saying, quote, "Pottering through meticulous environments full of kitschy decor was at least enough to keep me entertained for its short runtime. However, with sharp teeth and no bite, I was left hungry for something meatier and more emotionally charged by the time the credits rolled," end quote. PC Gamer were even less impressed, scoring it a 56 and saying, quote, "As Tess and Opal's journey concludes after just 2 hours, the question you may be left with is whether it was worth embarking in the first place. Yes, this is a story that feels relatable in tackling subjects such as grief, abandonment, and regret, but perhaps there's such a thing as too relatable, that is, too ordinary to stand out at all, especially when the telling is ultimately so sentimental," end quote. Pepper Grinder dropped for PC and Switch last week. It's the latest from Devolver Digital, and it had a great run at the most recent Steam Next Fest. Reviews for it are largely positive. It's sitting at a strong 79 on OpenCritic.
Nice.
GameSpot scored it an 8 out of 10, saying, quote, "Every piece from the core drilling mechanic itself to the various ways it manifests with cannons and mechs and more feels meticulously engineered to teach you a new concept, wring the fun out of it, and then move on to the next. That sense of propulsion makes every moment fun and engaging," end quote. The last release for the week was a big surprise, actually. The people who brought us totally accurate Battle Simulator have been working on something else, and on April 1st, they shadow dropped it. For free. 6 million people downloaded it in that 24-hour window, with the title achieving a peak concurrent player count of over 200,000 people. So what is it? Well, it's basically Lethal Company meets Phasmophobia. You and up to 3 buddies unite under the glorious banner of content creation, and each equipped with a camera, you head into dangerous locales to see what shenanigans ensue. It's been out for just over a day at the time of writing, and already this game has completely taken over every social media feed I'm on. It's just straight up funny to see the shit people are coming up with, and everyone seems to be loving it, as the game currently sits at a 96 overwhelmingly positive on Steam. It is a paid product now, but it's super cheap. It's like 10 Australian dollars or whatever, and even if you don't have friends to play it with, it's still just worth watching clips on YouTube or TikTok. So what's coming out this week? A very quiet week indeed, which is definitely what we should be expecting for the next few months, actually. There are a few indie releases this week though, like Biomorph, which is a Hollow Knight inspired hand-drawn Metroidvania. The twist with this one is that enemies will learn new techniques as you revisit old areas, spicing up the backtracking that is a central tenet of many Metroidvanias. This one is exclusive to PC and it's arriving tomorrow. Botany Manor is a first-person gardening game set in a Victorian manor. I included this one because I have a soft spot for Downton Abbey, and I really wish they would have shone more of a light on the groundskeeping stuff, because all that grass would not have cut itself, thank you very much. It seems like the definition of chill, relaxation manifest. It's hitting PC, Switch, and Xbox on the 9th. Biggest release of the week is likely to be Children of the Sun. I've profiled this one a few times now, but it's kind of like Super Hot, except you're a sniper and you control the bullet as it moves from target to target. Love the Next Fest demo for this one. Great art, great sound, great gameplay, great X factor, that thing that Devolver are so good at spotting. This one drops on the 9th, exclusive to PC. Last release of the week is a funny one. Gigantic Rampage Edition launches for all platforms bar the Switch on the 9th. This was a MOBA from years ago that got cancelled and taken offline. Then all of a sudden, Gearbox announced that they were bringing it back, but only for a weekend, which obviously would never have been true, because why would you do that? Obviously, that little test was successful enough, and Gearbox greenlit a full re-release of the game. Back in the day, this was free to play, but here it'll be a premium title featuring 23 original characters and all of the original maps, as well as 2 new characters and 2 new maps. Really hoping this one pops off, actually. As I said earlier, it's been a while since anyone's taken a swing at the third-person MOBA thing, and Gigantic was always a really good time. It deserved to have a longer lifespan than it got, so here's hoping this comeback keeps them on the map a lot longer this time around. There were quite a few really impressive indies that were revealed this week, to the point where we struggled to pick one to profile in this segment. We'll come back to the other ones later, but for now, put this on your radar.
Oh shit, this one. Yeah, this one's unique.
Meet Screenbound. It's the world's first 5D platformer because according to the developer, 2D plus 3D equals 5D. And yeah, math checks out. This one is even more difficult to explain than it is to make sense of when you look at it, but basically you move forward and back in 2D, and your lateral movements happen in 3D. Combat happens in 2D, but you get your loot in 3D. There's a level editor that lets you make levels in 2D, and it also renders them in 3D while you do that. Did you catch all of that? Because if you did, could you kindly explain it to me? I'm very confused. This one came out of absolutely nowhere and has been doing the rounds as one of the most impressive looking debuts since the Plucky Squire.
This game looks
It's from Crescent Moon Games. There's no release date for it yet, but if you'd like to wishlist it, and I strongly recommend that you do, then I've left a link to it over on my Steam Curator page, which also has links to all of the other Put This On Your Radar stuff I've recently covered. I'll leave a link to all of that below the like button. Sort of free stuff time now, and we are in the first week of the month, which means it's time to load up our trolleys. Pretty spectacular week from Epic Games, actually. Right now, you can still get the charming Metroidvania islets, but later this week, you'll be able to get your hands on the 2014 version of Thief.
Oh, damn.
It's not as good as the original, but hey, it's free, so we can't complain too much. You can also get hold, though, of the Outer Worlds Space's Choice Edition, the Obsidian-made Fallout in space game that was pretty great, so long as you're willing to accept its limited scope. That package also includes the DLC, which is great DLC, very worthy of your time. Be sure to grab this one before it's gone. The PS Plus lineup for the month has been revealed, and it's a bit of a mixed bag. Headline offering is Immortals of Avium, and you know what? I am glad that this is getting the PS Plus treatment, because this is the moment that many people will experience it and realize that it's fine. It's not particularly great, but nor is it offensively bad. It has some silly MCU-style writing, some over-the-top spectacle, and some mindless action. It's a decent time that was a bit of a piss take at full price, but feels just about right for a subscription service. Take a punt on it, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Outside of that, Minecraft Legends is also available. I liked it, but it's probably a little too tricky for kids and not tricky enough for adults. And finally, there's Skull, the Hero Slayer, a roguelike action platformer that I haven't played, but it's sitting at overwhelmingly positive on Steam with over 40,000 reviews counted, so there must be something to it. Finally, the Game Pass refresh came in as I was just finalizing this script, and it's got some great stuff there too. Lego 2K Drive is probably the headline offering. That's meant to be pretty good if you can avoid the in-game cash stuff. Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is a nice addition as well. That Botany Manor game I mentioned earlier is releasing day one on Game Pass, and the upcoming Harold Halibut will also be a day one release.
Let's go!
That one's been on my radar for a long time now, looking fantastic, so be sure to mark your calendars for that one since it drops on the 15th.
Yes, sir.
Alright, it's time for my favorite edition of the feel-good story for the week, the one we get to do after April Fool's Day, because we get to take a look at all the goofy shit that the video games companies put out. Kicking things off is the Pokemon Sleep World Championship, an event that the Pokemon Company spent way too much money trying to convince us was real.
Ready. Trainers are pressing their sleep measurement buttons.
Sleep.
Getting to sleep quickly is key.
Okay.
Ah! And someone's already slumbering. Lola Baby takes an early lead.
Not to be outdone, Pal World's developers announced a new visual novel where you date the pals. Fair enough, I guess. If KFC can make a dating simulator, then so can these guys. Among Us announced a new game mode that will run for 1 week only. It's the same game, except all the crewmates look like penises. Let's see if that affects the Peggy rating at all. Power Wash Simulator added a dirtifying mode, which if I'm honest makes total sense, and I think this should actually ship as a sort of PvP mode where one person is trying to make everything dirty and the other person is trying to clean it up. I think that would really work. But my favorite of all has got to be CD Projekt Red, who this year announced that the definitive physical edition of Cyberpunk was finally on the way. At last, those of us still rocking a 3.5-inch floppy disk drive will be able to enjoy Cyberpunk, but not before enjoying the installation process, because this thing ships on 97,619 floppy disks. But look how cool they look. Are you going to tell me you wouldn't want one of these discs to use as like a beer coaster or something? I sure would. So CD Projekt Red, if you're listening, let's make this April Fool's gag a reality. There is a chance the CD Projekt Red are listening, because I actually got to catch up with them when I was in Boston recently. In addition to chatting with Ken Levine about Judas, we also chatted with Paul Sasko and Gabe Amantangelo, lead quest director and game director respectively. We chatted with them about what it's like to build a whole new studio in Boston for Cyberpunk 2, and what it's like to be doing that while also trying to make the actual video game. Really fascinating conversation that will go up this week on the channel. You know who else is on this week's episode? Nakey Jakey. What? Jake Baldino is on vacation this week, so we needed a cool, likable New York dude named Jake to fill in. And so Jakey kindly responded. He's co-hosting the whole show this week, and we'll chat to him about his video game content, his music, his life in general, everything. It's going to be really cool.
Shit.
Really stacked episode, so I hope you'll join us either here on YouTube or on podcast platforms. Just search Friends Per Second. Thanks very much for watching the video all the way to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you had a good time, and a big thanks to this week's sponsor, Brilliant. Let me ask you something. You ever feel like you're spending too much time on social media? I certainly do. And sure, I find some cool June 2 memes from
good video.
But I also know that I could probably be spending my time more wisely. So to spice things up, I signed up to this video's sponsor.
All right. Damn, it's already 8:30.
This is Will Smith.
I already watched this. This is so fucking stupid, man.
This is Will Smith, and I'm waiting for you in Undawn.
There he is. Will. I can't talk to him. No, Will, come on. There's no quest marker over his head. I can't talk to Will. Come on now, Will. You guys want to hear a joke about Will's wife? Oh, fuck! No, no. I'm now at the base. Oh, I'm on a motorcycle now. Okay, that's cool. Level 2 low. Level 2 low to ride the motorcycle that I'm on? Stop! This is where I already was before the cutscene even started.
You certainly don't look like an attacker.
You don't look like you're talking. Die, Jim.
This is so stupid, man. I don't know why Will Smith make a fucking zombie game with a Chinese game developer, but he did. Yeah, it's a stupid ass game. All right. Anyway. All right, one more video. Oh wait, Saints got some cat. Why? Okay. All right, internet historian is back, baby. After what is it, like 4 months? He's back with a video called Fancy Oddities.
Brought to you by NordVPN.
Shh, sit tight, chat.
Oh. It's you.
Hi.
You've completed the crash course on theatre and wine, have you?
Yep.
Feeling smug, are we? Deserving of love, perhaps? Worthy of eye contact? That's cute. But there's still a lot more work to be done. Look here. These shoes are made from real Italian leather. This bag is made from the leather of real Italians. Not impressed? How about this fur coat? It's made from the wolf of Wall Street. An Xbox with the original PT demo still installed.
Oh my god.
a signed first edition copy of Moby Dick with its little known sequel, Moby Balls. And last but not least, the squid from Squid Game.
Oh my god.
Don't you get it? Oddities. Weird stuff.
I see.
I mean, the first section's on perfume. Listen, I'm going to level with you. I kind of got distracted, and we went off topic. I don't even know what this is about anymore. Here's my Netflix stand-up special. It should explain everything.
Oh shit.
That's going to be a hard act to follow. That Kramer guy has some very good one-liners. But I've got some jokes lined up. Question. Why is perfume so expensive?
Why?
Because you have to pay perfume. Why do they call it cologne? Have you ever smelt one of those? It ain't great. Oh? Mic must not be working. Deodorant? In this market, I'd want a deodor buy. Is this thing on? Okay, let me tell you the story of perfume. See, to be fancy, people wanted to stink good, but people naturally stink bad.
True.
It's science. So in the beginning, people went to the garden to find the best smelling things that they could. Here's a photo of the oldest perfume bottles ever found. And what's inside? Just garden stuff that smells nice. But we did not just stop at that, because the story of perfume is the story of progress.
Mm-hmm.
By the time Cleopatra came around, perfume science had really advanced. You see, Cleopatra loved perfume. In fact, it was said that she had a whole perfume factory. The olfactory, I believe they called it. But this factory wasn't just mashing flowers. They were using emulsifiers, adding resins, creating tinctures.
No, we saw that.
Cleopatra's very own
scenes.
Chanel No. 1 contained cardamom, cinnamon, olive oil, and myrrh. So we've gone from garden to pantry.
Oh.
And she loved spritzing the stuff everywhere, supposedly even spraying it all over the sails of her ship. That way people could smell her from miles off as she sailed the
Sir
Nile.
Skill Up mentioned it.
By the early Middle Ages, we had figured out the formula for perfume. Effectively, there are three main components: water, alcohol, and the most important bit, the aromatic oils. And by the way, perfume and cologne are actually the same thing, but in different ratios of these ingredients. By the 1600s, they were trying all sorts of different things. Some things went well. Dude, pine. Pine. What about orange? I call it new car smell. But once global trade opened up, our tastes became more exotic. Out of the pantry and into the petting zoo. For you see, it turns out that animals have been hoarding all of the most bestest perfume smells. Yes. In the olden days, a bunch of manly men would brave very rough seas in order to pull aboard sperm whales. Now, they would cut open the digestive tract and pluck out a secretion of bile called ambergris, or in English, grey amber. Sometimes they would harvest the rest of the whale, but eventually ambergris became so valuable that it was simply more economical to dump the carcass back in the ocean and collect the next batch. Like when you kill a racehorse for its prize-winning jizz and then just leave it there on the tracks. All right, quick science lesson, eggheads. Ambergris comes from the gross part of the whale.
Okay.
And when the whale eats something quite sharp, let's say human bones, the ambergris forms around them and protects the lining of the gut. That's the ambergris' role. That way, as the sharp thing continues down the intestines, the whale doesn't get poked. But if ambergris comes from a whale's digestive tract, what does it smell like? Surely not good. When it's dry, it smells kind of woody and earthy, but when it's wet, it smells like ass. But it's not actually the smell that's the useful function. Ambergris is a fixative. So what it does is heighten and bring out the scent of other things. These flowers, they smell all right, but add some ambergris and, that's the one. Now, once they figured this out, they realized, oh, there's a whole bunch of things we can use a fixative for. And they got quite gross with it. They added it to food.
Ew.
In fact, it was said that King Charles's favorite dish was ambergris on eggs. But they didn't stop there. They added it to rum, they added it to coffee, they added it to cigarettes and smoked it, and they used it as an aphrodisiac. Now, some people will say that the whale is a mammal, but that's not strictly true. It is in fact a fish. Just look at the tail. And you may have also heard that there are a lot fewer of them these days, which, although a relief because their absence helps offset the sea level change, climate, whatever, we were worried that we might run out. So we said no more hunting whales for ambergris. But did that stop the perfumers?
Nope.
No. They immediately asked, hey, do you think there are any other animals that smell kind of weird? Yes. Turns out the musk deer has some potential. Now, we hunt the male musk deer specifically because it has a
look at
particular
those teeth.
gland called a musk pod, which, when dried out, looks like this. And it uses it to mark its territory and attract mates. Now, don't worry. Unlike ambergris, this doesn't smell like ass. Instead, it smells like ammonia and piss. And you just can't get a smell like that at home. So we started hunting them to the point where they were a protected species. So the authorities said, you have to find a different animal. So from there they moved on to hyrax feces. One of the most feared and dangerous animals in all of Africa. And it was the inspiration for the original Lynx Africa smell. Now, their feces, when dried, is called hyracium, or Africa stone. But it's not just these ones, they have other stones in Africa. Come on, guys. Now, the smell is fairly similar to deer musk, but unlike the deer, the hyrax doesn't need to be killed or disturbed for their feces. They're just giving it away. In fact, hyrax even have a communal toilet, which is used for generations, which makes it very easy to collect up all the good stuff. But it's not just the hyrax, I've got other animals. Remember those civets from the virus videos? Wait, don't wash that thing's anus. Mom, get the bottle. Turns out it's the anal gland of the civet that's actually the important smelling bit. Who's figuring this out? Why don't they use the good parts of the animal? It's the bacon part of the pig, you know? Anyway, it's the ass that produces all the delicious musk.
It smells like shit.
Right, but it must be good for something because it goes for $4,000 a kilo. Ooh. But we ain't done yet. You know when you've just killed a beaver and you cut open its ripe abdomen? Well, the reason it smells so good is because of a little gland called the castor sac, which makes a yellowy scum-like substance called castoreum. And it is used to waterproof the beaver's fur coat and also mark its territory. It is also very fragrant. And you know what that means. If it smells, it sells. And in this case, castoreum is more kind of leathery, with smoky hints of vanilla. But unfortunately today, you're not allowed to harvest the beaver. They're walking around very smugly, just like the other protected animals. But you know what? We don't need them, because we have a synthetic version of castoreum now, and it's just as good. And you know what? We've got a synthetic for the whale, the deer, and the civet now. Wow. And they're used in lots of mainstream perfumes. Modern day, we've got a synthetic version of practically everything. And even better, the advancement of synthetics has opened up a huge range of smells that were never possible to distill or capture before. And the result is some very silly perfumes. You know that bacon bit of the pig? We got that now. Windex smelling, pretty much anything you can think of, really, someone has created a fragrance of it.
Burger
In some
King.
instances, we're even beating nature herself. For example, you know those roses that you get at the florist? And then people go, these smell beautiful. But actually, those roses are not bred to smell good. They're so specialized for good looks, longevity, and disease resistance that they've practically altogether lost their smell. So often what the florist will do is add an additional scent to the flower post-picking. And typically a synthetic rose perfume is used because it lasts longer and doesn't dry out the flower. Yep, we're just that good. And what's the future for perfumes? Well, I don't know. But what I do know is it's going to involve some comedy gold. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. My wife asked me for Chanel number 5, and I was like, not right now. I'm watching the football. You know, on the television.
It's channel.
You know what? I am going to say it. If it's good enough for Kramer, it's good enough for me. Ad time. This Christmas, she works in the big city.
Busy professional, my career, this and that.
But she's going home for Christmas.
Small towns are the worst. I'm a big city career gal. Oh my God, are you okay?
I am now. And she's about to learn the meaning of Nordmas. The most VPNist time of year with a 30-day money-back guarantee if you go to nordvpn.com/internethistorian. Ha 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 ha. Soon I will have installed public Wi-Fi in all of Nordville, and once they use it, their private data will be exposed. Governor Craven's got this town by the baubles, and I can't believe that big city company you work for works with him.
Come on, we have to put up the Nordmas lights for the big Nordmas festival.
What? Let's go ice skating. What?
He's so cute, but I'm a city girl.
Girl, you sound like you're in love.
I thought I knew what Nordmas meant, but it means nothing without you.
It's like the end of March.
It's always Nordmas time of year with Nord's huge discount on a 2-year plan. Use the URL, nordvpn.com/internetstory for a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's the best VPN in town.
Now I love small town, and I'm in love with Nordman, but I can't leave behind big city Korea.
True love and a really good VPN don't come around too much. You gotta take a chance.
Boss, I don't care about making partner at the firm anymore. I've found my new home.
Big public Wi-Fi is spreading across the city. Nordmas will be ruined.
Ho, ho, ho. Need a hand?
How are we gonna stop him, Nordman?
With this Nord-themed brick.
I love you, Nordman.
And I love you, big city woman. Let's go home and watch the international Netflix catalog. It's a Nordmas miracle! Go to nordvpn.com/internethistorian to get a huge deal on a 2-year plan plus 4 bonus Nordmas months. Ad's over.
Amazing.
You know, that ad makes me think about the time I nearly had a wife. Feels like a lifetime ago now. I was in Japan, living the digital nomad lifestyle. I had a startup selling seashells down by the seashore. But I broke the one rule of being a digital nomad. I got mad. Digitally. And that's when I saw her. It was love at first sight. I remember her laugh. Her touch. Every morning, breakfast in bed. Nice. But the truth was, I had no money. We couldn't live on love alone. So I left. I sought out.
Audio. Oh. Audio. He's selling shit, I think.
And I bet you're wondering how I finally struck it rich. Well, truth is, I'm the guy who invented the Joe Rogan podcast. Once I became a gajillionaire, I went back to that beach to try and find her. But instead, I hit her with my boat. We never found her body. But she had a secret. One she took to her grave that I was sworn not to tell. She's not around, so... Dude, she was a mermaid! Wow. Come on, champ, we're going to Japan. And here's where it all begins. In the year 2022. It's a Tuesday, probably. and local folklore researcher Hiroshi Kinoshita is looking up some fantastical animals in the National Yokai Dictionary. It's like the bestiary from Witcher, right? And he comes across a photo negative of a mermaid mummy. "Oh my God," he says in Japanese. Upon seeing the mermaid, he knows that he must track it down. He must form a team. Researchers, assemble! So he gets together the best damn crew that he can from the University of Science and Arts at the Okayama Prefecture.
Wow. What the fuck?
And he plans to track down the mermaid mummy, wherever it has escaped to. Now, it doesn't take him long to figure out that it's being held at the Inuin Temple in Asakuchi. You know the one. So he struts up to the sacred building. And there at the back of the temple is a fireproof safe. And inside of that is an old wooden box. And inside the old wooden box was the mermaid. "We found it! We found a real one!" But where did it come from? Well, alongside the mermaid was a note that dated back from 1903, and it said, "A dried human fish, aka Ningyo, was caught almost 300 years ago over in the seas of Tosa. It was then dried out and taken to Osaka. And from there, it was passed around to many different people until it arrived at the temple." Now, the Ningyo have an important history in Japan, and sightings of these half-fish, half-human creatures have cropped up all across the country. Kinoshita himself had personally tracked down 13 of them all across Japan, usually kept in museums and temples. However, what you might not know is that traditionally they have been associated with bad omens. Aye. And everyone knows the infamous tale of Yao Bikuni.
Okay.
But I'll recite it to you just in case. So the story is that one day, a poor fisherman catches the biggest fish of his life. It was a strange-looking fish, and its head was almost human-like. But he brought the fish home and invited all of his friends and family to come over for a feast to celebrate his largest catch. You know, he's got his arms stretched out like this. He's like, "It was this big. No, it was this big. I swear, it was this big." During dinner, one of the guests sneaks into the kitchen to see just how big it was. "This big? I can't believe it." And he discovers that it is actually a Ningyo. "Oh no," he says in perfect Japanese. Now he quickly warns the other guests, "Don't eat it." And he warns them just in time. "Teishi!" They've got their fork like right up to their mouth. "Teishi eating that! Teishi, don't do it!" They throw all their food away. "Let's just have some rice and drink the night away." Okay, so they do. And they have a lovely evening. However, one very dishonorable guest decided to sneak a bit of the meat out of the trash and put it in his pocket. He then goes home drunk and falls asleep. He didn't eat it. But when he woke up the next morning, he checks his pockets and... no!
It's gone.
The delicious fish piece is gone. Turns out, in the night, his daughter had been rummaging around in his pockets looking for treasure, and she found the meat from his pocket. And she was such a greedy guts that she decided to eat it then and there. The father was terrified for his daughter, but she didn't seem to be sick. "Do you feel weird at all?" And shaking her. He decided not to tell her anything. Maybe it'll all be okay. However, from that day forward, the daughter never aged. That's right. She remained a young adult forever. She eventually went on to marry, but as her husband got older, she stayed the same age. Eventually her father got old and died, and soon enough did her husband too. Everyone she ever knew was getting older and dying, but she remained the same age. She was immortal. Eventually, at age 120, she decided to shave her head and become a Japanese nun. She traveled the country, planting trees as she went, and she did this for 800 years. Whoa. But eventually, she grew tired. You know what? I'm tired of living. She entered a cave in her hometown of Obama.
Huh?
and she was determined to never come out again. She begged and prayed for the curse to end, but it never did. She sat in that cave for so long that she turned to stone.
Whoa.
And today, at the Kuinji Temple in Obama, remains the cave that Yao Bakuni entered. People have been into that cave to check whether she's still in there, but nothing was found. However, a stone statue of her resides at the entrance. And colloquially, it is called the Barack Obama. So we're back with Hiroshi. He asked the Inuan temple if he could borrow the Nino. Look, let me do a little CT scan on it, right? And they agreed. Hiroshi hands the Nino to a team of scientists, and they get to work. They do their tests.
Oh, shit.
Beep, beep, boop. Control plus scan on the keyboard, and here are the results.
It's stage 4 cancer. I'm so sorry.
No, but really, turns out the Nino dates back to the 1800s. The note that said it was from the 1700s was wrong.
Oh my god.
Its body is made from cloth and cotton, wrapped in pufferfish skin. The tail was made from a croaker. I don't know what that is. Can we show that on the screen? With the mouth of a different fish and the hair of a mammal. And they can see that there's a metal nail in its back. Oh my god, it's invented tools. The forensic analysis and the construction materials in its back did cast some doubt over its authenticity. But you gotta believe in something, damn it. As promised, the Nino was returned to the Inuan temple, where it still lives today. But where, oh where, did my mermaid go? It's her!
Oh my god!
You're back! You know what, I kind of missed you. And what the hell is that?
Daddy.
You know what, I never did find her again. I think these things are a big myth.
Daddy.
We're here on the ancient streets of Cairo.
Oh shit!
And there is our destination. In these triangles, the
Pyramid.
greatest luxury that all the elites crave. Oh god, no, not that. The second most thing that mummies.
Mummies.
You can find them in these tombs, and there's only ever like one dude guarding them. But before we must understand. Mummification started over 5,000 years ago, and they were first discovered by the Europeans in the 15th century. But the legend goes the locals knew about them even earlier than that. It's an elaborate process, but essentially you're drying the person out, turning them into a human salami. All right, so when the Europeans found all these mummies, what do you think they did? Well, put it in a museum, right? Wrong. They used these mothers for everything, and everybody wanted them. What do you mean they used them for everything? Well, fancy people would take whole mummies and show them off to their friends at fancy dinners. To really show off the owner's wealth, they would sometimes unwrap them too. They were used as paint. They call this mummy brown, by the way. They were used as fertilizer.
Oh man, talk about supercharging your soil.
They were even consumed.
Don't mind if I do.
No, not like this. By grinding them up into powder and taking them like a herbal supplement, which they called mumia. But with such high demand for your mum, after a while, they began to run out of stock. Uh-oh. They were becoming rarer and rarer to find. They were being gobbled off the face of the earth. So the authorities passed a bunch of laws to protect mummies from becoming altogether extinct. These are the last two of their species, and they're both male, but they won't mate. No. But the mummy is much like the Tasmanian tiger. Every once in a while, one will just kinda show up and prove that they're not altogether extinct. The year 2013. The location? Deifuls in northwest Germany. We are at the Kettler household, owned by grandfather Kettler, who is now dead. But he had a son, Lutz Kettler. And Lutz Kettler also had a son, Alexander Kettler. And they are both there at the house. After a rainy day, there was a leak in the roof. So 10-year-old Kettler gets up into the attic to explore. You know, have a bit of a look around. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. Old antiques, photographs, and, some old roof tiles. Those will be useful. So he goes over to the roof tiles and, behind them is something strange. A box. A mystery box. Now the kid is smart and he's seen Jumanji, so he knows not to touch the box and instead go tell his dad. Now the dad drags the box into the center of the room. And he opens it. And inside, a smaller box. But it's very curious because it is covered in hieroglyphs. So Lutz crosses his fingers, hoping nothing supernatural will happen. And he opens the inner box. Inside is a mummy. Oh my God. But there's more. There's also two smaller boxes. One contained a death mask and the other a canopic jar. Oh my God. All right, so we might have a dead body in the house now. So naturally, he calls the authorities. The police show up and ask some questions. Lutz then explains a little bit of backstory. He remembers that in the 1950s, his father went to Derna in Libya. There, he acquired a chest and had it shipped back home. He remembers a conversation about it, but grandfather Kettler insisted that it was a replica. Das ist ein Replika, son. Not a real mummified person. Now, at this point, the police did not think it was a real body, but it was worth getting it scanned just in case. So he loaded it up in his station wagon, and off he went to the Berlin Archaeological Institute. Now, they agreed to do a scan, and so they're fiddling with buttons and dials and stuff, and it's fake, right? It's fake? Well, here's where things get a little more dramatic. Results inconclusive. There is a fully formed skeleton here. Now that is unusual for a fake. Often a fake will just be shaped like a person, then filled with sticks and cloth and rubbish. However, it got even stranger. They found that all of the bones were wrapped in some sort of metal plating or foil. Next they looked at the skull, and that's where things were the most odd. It was very realistic. Its teeth had roots. Its form was more intricate than the typical fake. It also had a laurel, but even more notably, there was an arrowhead lodged in the eye socket. Oh my God! Now that is very unusual for a fake. Hold on, I got more evidence to do. So they're doing more tests and stuff. All right, we've carbon tested the linen wraps. What's the verdict? Well, those are from the 1900s. Now the plot is thickening. We have a supposed fake mummy, but with a very realistic skull.
Why gay?
Perhaps murdered by an arrow to the head and bandages that date to the modern day. That presents a new problem, because it's not unheard of for people to do a murder in the modern day and then cover things up by disguising the body as an ancient artifact. For example, in the year 2000, there was a man who claimed he found the mummy of an ancient Persian princess, the daughter of Xerxes. However, when they examined the body, they found it was, in fact, a potential murder victim from 1996 who died from bludgeoning. All right, so the police now actually have to get involved, and it's about to get even more complicated. So they confiscate the body and they do their own tests, and the results this time say, nope, this thing is 2,000 years old. It's not fake at all. It's ancient. What? So eventually the experts all get together and go, okay, this is dumb. Let's take it to Eppendorf University and have it properly tested, and not just tested, crack the thing open like a delicious Kinder Surprise. So this new set of experts gets to work, and when they open up the mummy... All right, remember how we said that the bones were covered in a special type of foil or metal plating? Well, it turns out the scientists didn't quite get that right. Instead, the bones were sprayed with a metallic chemical that prevented X-rays from going through. The bones were made from plastic. Or at least, the body was. Turns out, the skull is real. What? Yes, a real skull, and not from an ancient mummy, but from a 20th century man. However, It was not a murder. This skull is from a cadaver, and it was medically prepared for educational purposes.
Ah.
And what about that arrowhead? Well, it turns out that that's from a children's toy. Someone just popped that in the eye socket as a joke.
What?
So finally, the mystery was solved. It's just a plastic skeleton with a real dead guy's head put on it. Wait, how does that solve the mystery? Anyway, so Lutz was satisfied that the whole thing was fake and not a murder victim. Oh, let's put that back in the attic, he said very Germanly. But then, eine Bitte? Was ist das? He says. Another box? The Book of the Dead? Well, that sounds like a fun read. So Lutz starts reading the ancient Egyptian out loud. Anaxunamun, Imhotep, Brendan Fraser. And what happened next will shock you and make for a very good thumbnail. Hey there, champ. You're probably wondering why I'm out here on this park bench. Sometimes
Dark Souls.
I just come to see the autumn leaves. Winter will be here soon. Dust in the wind. Truth is, sport,
my eyes.
I have a highly contagious respiratory disease. I won't be around much longer. Dust in the wind.
Oh my god, ew, stop.
I'm like Willy Wonka from that movie. And you're like that ugly kid from the Willy Wonka movie who gets all his stuff. Or the Oompa Loompa, I don't know, I haven't seen it. The point is you're so close to being fancy.
What's up, Ari?
I can feel it. There's just one lesson left to learn. Anyway, speaking of ancient Egypt, here's this ancient Egyptian gun. Franz Ferdinand, what are you doing here? Of course, he's not the real Franz Ferdinand. He's a mummy. Now, the thing about the ancient Egyptian gun is that it's very sensitive. Uh-oh. I hit your congratulations for being somewhat fancy cake. Come on, Mr. Ferdinand. We've got to clean this up before the Park Services Commission hears about this, and they make another complaint.
You got a sibling? Yes, I do.
Right, we're almost done with the series, and then it's back to the usual content. So in case you missed it, there's also Drinking on Incognito, a new story mode out next week. And if you like fancy, that's great. But if you don't like fancy, don't worry, it's not forever. Ooh, goodbye. Ooh. Don't forget NordVPN, nordvpn.com/internetastory. Huge deal on a 2-year plan, you'll love it.
Good video. That was actually really enjoyable. Despite having a very unique topic about fancy weird shit. What the hell? What's this?
Come on. Can I play? I'm in the middle of a game.
Let me play one game.
No, not right now. I'm in the middle of a game.
Play.
Hey, stop!
Oh. Oh god.
No. Okay, fine. No, you can play. No.
Oh no.
No. Stop. Here. You can play.
True, real and true. As oldest guy and the sibling, yes, and that is true. God damn it. Say hi, go hang out with you on VR. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Alright, chat. It is time for some gaming. It's time. Gaming. Oh, shit. Alright. Alright, the first game of the day is a game that I actually been wanting to play but haven't got a chance to until now. It's been 64 years. And we finally got the chance to play it. And the name of the game is... Why is it on the fucking right side of the... Well, the game is spawned on the right side of my monitor. Yeah. Shinkansen Zero by Chillis Art. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already seen this. So, yeah, I haven't. I want to play it myself. So, let's check it out. As our beginning versus alert. Yes. This thriller or horror? I mean, it's Chillis Art, so it's always a little bit of both. I don't really know, but if this is like any other Chillis Art game, then it's a little bit of both. Give me a sec. Oh my god. Okay, why am I frame dropping? What is this sensitivity? I'm actually frame dropping, dude. Let's do very high instead of ultra. Okay. This is not really working very well. Oh! Turn back if there is anomaly. Okay. Do you underclock your GPU? Not really. Okay, we're good now. Everything's pretty good. Sensitivity is still too high. What's up, kid? Is there any anomaly? Oh shit, there's a guy here. No, I think it's pretty good. There's a dude over there. There's an item up here. A kid that stares at Mew and his mom. It's a very creepy picture. Alright. No anomaly in this area. Okay. The bathroom in between stall doesn't count. Okay, there was an anomaly. Fuck. This guy's not even sleeping.
こんにちは。
Hello.
何してるの？
Uh,
ま
nothing.
た会ったね。
Are you looping too? Yes.
お兄さんもゲームをしに来たの？
I'm not playing games.
僕めっちゃ楽しみ。お姉ちゃんが起きないから暇なんだ。
Oh, it's her onei-chan. It's his onei-chan.
いくら待っても。すっごく待っても起きないんだもん。でもお兄さんがゲームしてくれるから、もう大丈夫。ゲームのルールは知ってる？
No. Yes.
僕をからかおうとしてるね。
No, you don't. Okay.
ルールはとっても簡単だよ。
Okay.
変わったことがあったら戻る。簡単でしょ？ゲームを終わらせる方法？それは0号車まで行ってその先の運転室でブレーキをかけるだけ。
Okay.
トイレの車両は変わったことは起こらないからね。もう一回説明する？
Yes.
よかった。じゃあ後でまた会おうね。
Okay. Just explain the game. I said I already understand, but you can explain it anyway. Alright. Yeah, pretty easy, I would say. Okay, there was an anomaly. What the fuck, man? What is the anomaly? Oh. Alright. That's an anomaly. Ah, okay, now we're progressing. Okay. Maybe you have to make sure the kid is gone. Is that part of the anomaly? I don't think so. Okay, it doesn't. The kid just disappeared anyway. Okay, my guy's still chilling. Lady's still sleeping. Yeah, I mean, everything's chill. Alright, we're good. We're progressing. It's pretty much similar concept to the Exit 8, but in Chilla's art fashion. I do not see any anomalies. I'm getting a little concerned now. Hey, I don't really see any different. Alright. I think we're good. Cool. There should be an anomaly at this point. There's no anomalies. Is there? There's nothing. Is the game playing trick on me? I don't know. Do you guys see any anomalies? I don't think so. Alright, whatever. Don't see. What was the anomaly? The bug? I don't see any. Ah. Okay. Tokyo. Alright. Okay. This is Shinkansen 0 headed to Tokyo. Reserved. Cat 1000. House. Okay. Shinkansen free Wi-Fi. Alright, cool. Dude sleeping on the 16 row. The briefcase is still there. Lady sleeping on 4. 23833 35. Everything's chill. Oh, that is an anomaly. Boot trays. Oh, there's a bunch of anomalies here. Bunch of the train shit are all over the place. Alright. This is supposed to be some kind of an Easter egg? I think it is. Pretty cool. Maybe some advertisement. Anyway, those are anomalies. I should get. Ooh. What the fuck? The most dangerous sniper. Okay, we're good. No anomalies so far. $35, 338. Pretty good. And there was an anomaly. Dude, what the fuck, man? Alright, surely the first one doesn't have an anomaly. Okay. What can be an anomaly here? $16 sleeping. The door opened by itself. That's an anomaly. The door just opened by itself. Correcto mundo. Okay. Sleeping on the 16. Lady on the 4th with some briefcase. 23833 35. I don't see anything. Do you guys see anything? I do not see anything. Alright. Surely we are good. Surely. Correct. Okay. Headed to Tokyo. Okay. Mr. is sleeping on the 16. Wait, hold up, sorry. Sorry. Nothing out of ordinary. That is a person, not a briefcase. What the fuck? That is a person, not a briefcase. What the fuck? Okay. He is awake. Nope. Alright, perfect. This is Shinkansen 0 headed to Tokyo. Okay. Nothing out of ordinary. Briefcase 23833 35. Anything? I think we're good. Wait a minute. The window is halfway closed. It should be fully open. Anomaly. Let's go. Okay, this is Shinkansen 0 headed to Tokyo. Windows are fully open. Mister is still sleeping. Shinkansen 0! Okay, hold up. Calm down. Maybe there is still some anomaly even in the 0. Let's not mess this up. I don't see any anomalies. I think we're good. I think we're good, chat. There's no anomalies. Conductor's room. Surely there's no anomaly here, right? Whoa! Wait, maybe it stopped.
本日は新幹線をご利用いただき誠にありがとうございます。ただいま当列車におきまして線路上での接触事故がありましたので安全確認のためしばらく停車いたします。運転再開におきましては現在見通しが立っておりません。本日はお急ぎのところ誠にご迷惑をおかけいたします。Attention please.
Whoa.
We have stopped momentary due to an injury.
English.
There is no plan for the train to stop at this moment. Please excuse the delay.
Damn. The upgrade. Okay. Ah. Okay. Oh my god. What the fuck? It's the kid.
お兄さんすごいね。成功したんだね。
Yeah.
キョロキョロしてどうしたの？もしかしてここが運転室になってるって思った？
Yeah.
冗談はよしてよ。新幹線にはグリーン車があるんだよ。
Are you kidding me?
お兄さんなら知ってるよね。
Green cars.
じゃあね、それはね、グリーン車の向こうだよ。僕が0号車の次って言ったって？ 0号車っていうのはグリーン車の0号車のことだよ。
Green cars to go to the conductor's room.
まあ確かに僕の説明が下手くそだったかもね。
Duh.
それはそうと、変わったことがあったら進んで、なかったら戻るんだよ。
When you find an anomaly, go forward instead of walking back.
3回間違えるとお化けが来るから気をつけ。僕はお兄さんを応援してるよ。
You make 3 mistakes, the ghost will get you.
ね、お兄さん、なんで僕たちはなんか変だなって思わない？いや、気にしないで。とりあえずゲームを終わらせよう。じゃあまたね。
Okay. Right, of course it's too soon. Turn back if no anomaly. The new cargo. Shinkansen 0 headed to Tokyo. Okay. Oh shit, lady with a fucking computer. With some lappy on the blue screen. Oh my god, snackies, very nice. May I get some? No, okay. 16, blue screen lady. 12, we got a green-eyed dude. Okay. 4th, we got old man trying to grab his baggage forever. If no anomaly, turn back. Okay. I guess that's the clean palette. You just kind of chilling there. Okay. And we were wrong. Alright, surely there is no anomaly. We'll just go back right away.
1
Okay, I was wrong. Ichi. Okay, man. Blue screen lady. Green-eyed dude. Snackies. 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. Lots. Okay. Okay, there's nothing. There's nothing this time. I think we're good. Okay, I was right. Blue screen lady is still working on her laptop. Snackies are... Wait a minute. Conductor's bullshit. The snacks are different. It's an anomaly. It literally said conductor's bullshit. Hello? Hey.
Ah.
Ah.
Anushi, ningen ka?
Yes. I hope so.
我が輩を騙すことは不可能。
I'm not tricking you, sir.
お主はスーツを着ている。
And?
変だな。他とは違うようじゃな。それだけはわかる。して若者よ。
I don't know.
列車の中で誰かに会ったか？
A boy?
それはいいことかもしれん。我が輩の優れた観察眼と人生84年の経験から言わせてもらうと、ここにいるほとんどの人は実際の人間ではないようだ。
No shit.
話しかけても反応は示すことはない。まるでロボットのようだ。我が輩は人間を見ればわかる。つまり我が輩の結論は、スーツの人を信用するな。
Never trust men in suits.
そうだな。その
Okay, you just fell asleep. Right. Ichi. Again? Maybe it's just a reminder that I made one mistake. Tall man is gone. Yeah, that's... Why am I so fucking slow? Oh my god! If there's an anomaly, keep going. Fuck, man. Shit, there's 2 mistakes already. I fucked up, Chad. I fucked up! Alright, no anomaly here. Even if there is, might as well just reset. God damn it, man. Lady with a blue screen. Granite man. Anomaly. Anomaly, go straight. There's a cake in one of the seat. Alright. It always reminds you that you made 2 mistakes. Okay, blue screen lady. Green-eyed man. Next looks normal. Bald man is chilling. Okay. There's no anomaly. I don't think so. Nice. England is my city. Okay, I'm expecting some anomaly now. That's an anomaly. What the fuck? This surely is an anomaly, right?
ね
Or the
え
kid.
お兄さん、僕たち生きて帰れると思う？
Damn. Think about your sister.
ねえ僕たち
I don't know. Okay. We'll get out of here, kid. We'll get out of here. There is an anomaly here, so we're just gonna go on. The lady is gone. The food tray lady is gone. That is 100% an anomaly. Okay. Shinkansen 0 headed to Tokyo. Blue screen lady is chillin'. Green-eyed man is chillin'. Food tray lady is chillin'. Briefcase dude is chillin'. I don't trust this. Let's go one more round. Well, if there's no anomaly, then we should go back either way. And it does look like there is no anomaly. 333 lots. Please be correct.
3
Alright, I'm dead.
残り21。残り21。
I'm dead. Shit! What do we do? Fuck. Fuck. I do not see any anomalies earlier. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, 3 desktop blue screen lady. Green-eyed man chillin'. Food tray lady chillin'. Briefcase dude chillin'. A, B, C, D. Turn back if there is no anomaly. You guys saw, chat? What was the anomaly? I don't see it at all. I don't see anything wrong. Okay. Blue screen lady, 3 desktop. Green-eyed man, chillin'. Food tray lady, chillin'. Briefcase dude, chillin'. I do not trust this. A, B, C, D. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something. I don't see anything wrong. Okay. Blue screen lady. Chillin'. That's a person. Turn back if there's no anomaly. There is an anomaly.
I
don't know.
Okay,
same. I don't know.
Listen, sorry, wa jeans, cock, and like mad. Wanga, somebody, sword.
Checkpoint marker. The ultimate encounter. Okay. Blue screen lady, 3 desktop, A, B, C, D. Green-eyed man, we chillin'. Food tray lady, she chillin'. Etone. Briefcase dude, he's chillin'. Any anomalies? I don't think so. There's no anomalies. Come on. Alright, cool. Now we gotta meet with the kid.
ねえ、僕たち。
If there's no anomaly, turn back. There has to be an anomaly here. There has to be. Blue screen lady is blue screening. Green-eyed man. Food tray lady. Everyone seems chillin'. There has to be some kind of an anomaly here. We gotta double take this. I don't see anything wrong with her. Gonna double take this. Gonna take it one more time. Blue screen lady. Green-eyed man. Nothing of a weird thing. Please be correct. Did I saw something? No. Did I saw something? Motherfucker was standing up. He's standing up. I go back to sit down. What the fuck? Alright, there is an anomaly. Cannot play with me like that, motherfucker. Alright. Green-eyed man just staring at me. Alright. I'm just gonna fucking go. Ah ooh ah ee ooh ah ee ooh ah ee ooh ah ooh ah ee ooh ah ooh ah ee ee ah ooh ooh. Okay. It's misty in here. Very misty. Definitely an anomaly. I'll just keep going. Doctor's room. See you around, Green-eyed man. I'll see you guys around. Thanks for hanging out. Have we stopped? Ending 1. Okay, that's a little bit short. I mean, yeah, it's not as exciting as Exit 8, I would say. I feel like the chairs, the chair kind of makes it a little bit too much. A little bit too much detail that needs to be paid attention on. I mean, yeah. Overall, that was pretty good. It's a little bit short, but it's also a $5 game. So, yeah, cannot really complain, I must say. Can't really complain-o. If you make a mistake, you will go back by 1. Car number will not be resetted. I wonder what are the other endings though. Hold up. Shinkansen 0. All endings. What the fuck is this fucking ice? What the fuck? All endings plus credits.
Boarding a bullet train on his way to Tokyo. There are some...
Okay, I don't need to fucking get explained. Oh, we never really saved the kid. And her sister. What the fuck?
この列車は止まることはなくって、ループしていたんですね。でも、この列車を止めることができて、ループもしなくなったってことですよね。ああ。なんか違和感。記憶がない。この列車に乗った覚えはないんですけど。 それは多分直樹です。
Hmm.
きっと記憶をなくす前、直樹と一緒だったのね。なんでここにいるのかとか、何か言ってましたか？
Not sure. Um.
ありがとうございます。ここに来る途中に直樹はいましたか？
This subtitle is so bad.
そうなんですね。なら列車に乗っている乗客をみんな連れて行きましょう。直樹は普通車側にいるはずですね。よし。ここから出ましょう。あ、でもよく考えたら、次にここにまた誰かが来る可能性がありますよね。そんなことになったらかわいそうです。この列車をどうにかした方がいいんじゃないですか？ループする列車。アニメか何かで見た気がする。
アニメ。
あ、思い出しました。なんかの番組で2人で反対方向にすごいスピードで走ってループを壊してました。
Oh
どうですか？
shit.
いや、列車はもうループしていないですもんね。ブレーキを踏んだらループしなくなったんですよね。あ、だったら一緒に発車させたらどうですか？両端から。私は普通車側に行くので、グリーン車側に行ってもらってもいいですか？一緒に頑張りましょう。急ぎましょう。またこの列車が動き出してしまう前に。
Is that a trap? Seems like a trap, dude. Oh, never mind. Okay, what happens now? Oh, my eyes. Ah. Ending 1, get off the train. That is the ending that I
普通車
have.
側に行くので、グリーン車側に行ってもらってもいいですか？
I'll go to the
そうです
normal
か？
side.
さっきの話だと音を出ることになってしまうんですもんね。またこの列車が
Okay, it's the opposite side. Oh shit. Oh! Oh my god. Oh god. Oh! Go in! Ooh! Holy shit. It's sinking. That's it. The fuck? What's happening? Oh, it's stopping.
Oh, 兄さん来たんだね。待ってたよ。お姉ちゃん起きたんだね。
直樹、無事でよかった。
This implies that the other
お兄
ending,
さん、僕はもう大丈夫だよ。
the sister's dead.
そうだ。お兄さんも一緒に来る？
そうですね。来ない方がいいと思います。なんだか、私たちに何が起こったか分かった気がします。心配しないでください。私たちは大丈夫です。それより、もう私たちは行きますね。本当にありがとうございました。さようなら。
Is that a train to the death? Oh shit.
気がつきましたか？あなたは床に倒れていたんですよ。目が覚めてよかったです。運よくお医者様が乗っていたんですよ。
軽い静脈血栓塞栓症でした。いわゆるエコノミー症候群ですね。体を横にして足を上げることで良くなったようです。
本当に良かったですね。この方は命の恩人と言っても過言じゃないです。
I see.
列車が止まっているせいで救急車を呼ぶこともできなくて最悪の場合も考えられたんですよ。数分前に起きた人身事故です。その事故でこの列車はしばらく止まっているんです。
失礼します。業務連絡です。事故には若い女性と少年が巻き込まれていることが確認されました。
They died. Oh no. Damn, that is sad, dude. Oh no. They died and we managed to lift them off from the train loop. So the train's supposed to be filled with ghosts. Okay, that's kind of sad. That was pretty good. Okay. Why do they make it so hard though to get this ending? It just seems like a pretty, like a much more interesting ending. Oh well. That's actually good. The ending that I got was very fucking basic. So it's whatever. Good game. Sorry. All right, next game. Next game. That was surprisingly short. I've got to know. Okay. Next one. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure. Hold up. We got two different game here. I guess we'll check it out. Ah! It's very loud. Click anywhere to continue. Oh my god, okay. Jeez. Oh my god. It's so loud. Fucking hell. Alright, World of Horror. 1-bit mode. 2-bit. I guess we'll play default. Extra information. Connected gamepads. Skip playthrough. Well, we can change the color palette for easier on the eyes. Ooh. Oh, that's actually kind of dope. It's a little bit too small. We'll keep it at 2-2. Okay, new story. Would you like to customize your next playthrough look? There are many color palettes for okay, the 2-bit is kind of cool. If it's your first time playing World of Horror, it is recommended that you start with a spine-chilling story of School Scissors option or trying a more complex story. Okay. Extracurricular activity. Quick play, a true chaos. Customize the playthrough. City of Shiokawa, Japan, 1908X. Something strange is happening in our town. Rob figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creature terrorizing the seaside. Rapid technology, progress of the modern era bring comfort, but also new, unknown threats. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity. Okay. Investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand and you finally arrive at Doomtown. Okay. The story so far. You found a new item, taiyaki. You found a new item, straight razor. We've been following the world cold for weeks now, barely surviving the encounter with the skin hag at the nursery. It's a race against time and you cannot rest until our town is safe. Start the mystery. Spine-chilling story of a school scissors. Another boy from your school has been disappeared. Rumor has it a terrible woman has returned from the grave, a woman with the widest smile and the sharpest scissor. You knew your friend was up to something when he left his notebook full of cryptic notes. I can send her back where she belongs, he claimed. After he too disappeared, you decided to study the notebook for clues. It details a ritual that claims to stop a wicked woman once and for all. What sort of thing could happen? Okay, your missing friends have left you a notebook. The rumor was true. To stop the tall woman with scissors, you will need to perform a ritual to force her material form to appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this requires first drawing of an eldritch sigil and then this lighting of the holy candle. I only hope your friend has left them somewhere on the school. Friend's diary. That's all I have. Explore school. As you enter the school gym, you notice a strange black doll propped up against the wall. Come closer. Against your better judgment, you approach the doll. What you see makes you gasp and horror. The doll isn't a doll. Your sudden movement caused tiny black spider to flee, revealing a white half-eaten corpse. -2 reason. Feel like something horrible is happening within the school. You must hurry and find those items. Cannot perform the ritual, no. You hear a faint sound while walking outside the biology classroom. Inside an old anatomy model is hard beating. Your sides almost make you sick. Found an additional page, friends. It seems the blessed chalk was left in the pool. You must hurry and find it. Peek outside. To open the door, click on the handle and drag the mouse button. Oh my god, okay, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Alright, we're not going there. You enter the damn smelling sport wing. You notice a backpack drifting on a swimming board in the middle of the pool. Could it be what you were looking for? Enter the pool and start swimming towards the backpack. Suddenly the water turns murky and you realize you're not alone in the pool. Prepare for combat. Bloated figure emerges from the murky water, blocking your only way out. What the fuck? Okay, there's a combat. Reassure you'll build a sequence of attack and move from the action ring. B. Once you fill the sequence bar, C. Press launch sequence button to finish. How do I fill it up? Kick. Kick. I can only do kick, launch sequence. Turn 2 begins. With time, you'll discover a new combat move available through action filter. But first, you need to find a new weapon. Find and choose your action. Look for an improved weapon. Look for an improvised weapon. Combat skill. Okay. Bloated teacher. Look, new item has appeared in your inventory. In the upper right corner. Select the item with your cursor and open the item submenu. Select the equip button. Highlight it. You need a cool weapon to perform this action. Upper right corner. Spiritual action. I don't see it. Do I have to pick it up? Oh, that. Equip. Okay, now I can do it. Attack with your weapon. Strong attack. Time needed 107. Sequence. Am I doing it correctly? I don't know. Resolve combat. You defeated bloated teacher. Okay, you found a blessed chalk which you can use to draw your copies here because you can. Okay. Can I see my friend's diary? Careful with the line. Circle, square. Did that? It's the closest thing I can go. Ritual's not ready. Okay. Le branch. Explore school. Oh, tall woman unsettling face, twitching lips stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office? Oh shit. So grab your hand. Sure. Could be so dusty, rancid smell. Could fetuses have so many legs? Resolve this event. You must hurry. Holy candles. Hey, fuck off. We've already been here. Everything's ready for the ritual. Shit. Wait, what's that? Oh god. What the fuck? You take a step back as a writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon it will become a tall woman-like creature with 3 faces all connected by a white smile. It is your chance to fight and defeat a horror. It is your only chance. Twisting and twitching, the demon woman entered the classroom, cackling menacingly. Am I beautiful? Should probably eat it. Plus 1 reason. Razor. Speed 90, chance to hit. You don't have time to change equipment. Fuck! Could have switched earlier. Okay. Boom. Am I beautiful? You have perished because of death. Kill us. Oh. Bro. Okay, why is it so hard? This game is fucking long, man. Alright, let's redo this shit. Let's equip this real quick. Find those item. Explore. Help her. Luck check failure. Access storage. Friend's diary. Peek outside. Okay. Something's wrong. Instead of clear blue sky, you see a bloated corpse of a long-forgotten deity looming over the school's roof. The barrier between the world is coming apart. You must hurry or risk being noticed by whatever old eldritch. Barrier. You must hurry or risk. Run. Fuck. See Ath Yolazeth, single eye glaring down at you, scream your mind. Flooded with the forbidden knowledge, your skin is etched with ancient runes and curse. Shit, hold up. Yo. Okay, I muted myself. Thank you, banana. It happens. It happens. Thank you. Because I picked up a call earlier. Acted really strange in class. Investigate downtown twice to complete the quest. Downtown. Okay. Investigate downtown. When you enter the metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat opposite you. It's marked with your name. You reach for a package but hesitate, an icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. Dexterity failure. Fudge. It's not until you unwrap it that you understand what it is. Shocked, you let it fall to the floor. God damn it. Gotta investigate twice. Alarmed by the sound of the glass breaking, you discover the corpse of a policeman lying in a pool of blood. It looks like someone or something tore out his throat. Steal his gun. He won't be needing it for sure, but you still feel bad about stealing from a corpse. Okay. Climbing a tree, you get a better view of the class, where some schematic of some portal drawn on the blackboard could help in the future. So we gotta investigate the school. Hold up. Can we equip this? Yes, we can. Putting your hand in that hole, bad idea. Seeing the bad spider, I hope it wasn't poisonous. Okay, we already investigated downtown. So, what are we supposed to do now? Share a creepy story, -5 XP, asked to join you. Oh wait, you can recruit people. Middle class we can just relax. Don't have time for games. Give me a break. Share a creepy story. Did you visually checking your story? Is this story right? Oh shit, you can scare them to join you. Okay, doesn't work. Forced to help you. Alright. Study old tombs, make notes. What is Doom supposed to do? Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other side of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on real. Hello, are you still there? Hang up. You put down the phone, a little checking up. Just how many people did that old man call today? Okay, this one's hard. Legend lesson. Rest. You solo painkillers, you found your best friend and talk about unrelated stuff. Time flies so fast, you prepare yourself to leave and continue your long investigation. What are we supposed to do now? Request more police patrol. We've already finished this quest. How do we progress? Maybe let's investigate again. Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stand a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty. Yes, this is exactly what I need. Noticing the weird woman reaching into her pocket and producing a nasty-looking knife. Pretty face, mind if I borrow? Yuki Onna. Alright. Combat time. Okay, the game still wants to do tutorial with us. Even though we have a fucking police officer revolver. Come on, man. It wants me to equip this. Wait, what's that? Pick it up. Lucky earrings. Resolve combat. Okay, I win. +2 luck. 380-89. 390-70. I'll take the pistol. I'm not quite sure what are we supposed to do now that the quest is done. Mr. 000, your neighbor is a horror manga artist struggling to come with satisfying ending of this new story. What's that picture? No, the painted thing. Suddenly you feel very weak and excuse yourself till some true evil has you in its grasp. Oh. We just have to follow the circles. No one answer when you knock at Professor Takeuchi's door. This is odd since he's usually punctual about his appointment. Smell of blood tells you something wrong. You quickly open the door. Sign of your professor, but there's quantity of blood everywhere. Little doubt you know what happened, but how and why. Search room for clues. Failed. Investigate hospital. You're stopped by a masked man wearing a lab coat. He introduced himself as a researcher from Tokyo University, testing a new treatment method that promised to revolutionize modern medicine. Holding out a pile of document, he tells you he can heal your wound for free. Sure. Success! Noise. Alright. There's no sign of the doctor, but you feel healthier. Alright, cool. Investigate again. Wait, we can just fix our abdominal cut. What? Okay. Someone has been branding the patient with an occult symbol. Branded like cattle. Okay, wasting time. Investigate school. You bump into one of your teammates in the gym. Hey Takahashi, she says, looking over you with her brows furrowed. Are you doing okay? Been acting really weird lately and you look super tired. You shouldn't burden her with everything that's going on, but... Explain. You hesitate, but after a deep breath, you tell her what's really going on. Shockingly, she believes you and wants to help. Nice. Aiko's friend. Cool. I got 4 people now. Did you go to an art class? One disturbing painting draws your attention. Take a peek. You gasp in horror. Nice. Oh. Investigate weird classroom. You sneak in through a window and skulk across the shadowy corridors. All the classroom have emptied out. Peering into one, you spot the corpse of a teacher nailed to a chalkboard. Shaking, you approach him. Spot an old bulge protruding from his stomach. Writhe against your finger as you probe it. Prepare for combat. Suddenly, the teacher's chest rips apart, showering the classroom with gore. From within, a child coated in meat and intestine leaps out, screeching with joy. Okay. Order your allies to attack Bruce. Alright. Fire weapon. Damn, we won? As you near the gym hall, the chanting and rhythm drum grows louder, threatening to intoxicate you. You creak the door open and stifle a scream. The entire school is gathered around a huge portal surrounded by what the fuck was that? Black candles. From within, the bellowing of a beast being summoned echoes. The teacher stands at the front, covered in a purple robe, her true form revealed. I'm fighting the school? The Vug? The enemy is so massive. Attack the teacher. Alright, sure. This praying helps here? Clap, bow, pray. I don't know. I don't think that does anything. Shit. Shoot! Attack the teacher. Okay, we'll just attack the teacher. Fuck it. Oh shit, we did it. With her dying scream, the teacher throws herself into the portal. Her vicious master shows no mercy. You hear it devour her before the connection shuts. The old god stirs. With more and more students gone missing, the police have restricted access to the school building. Shit. This lighthouse has been closed down for a member. Enter lighthouse. We need 5 keys. God damn. How do we get out? Leave. The UI is kind of cool, actually. On a small key. Back in your home, thinking your next move. Oh. Alarming amount of abnormal arms, vicious verses of a violent vigil, far out fable of a fear festival. Alright, this game is kind of cool, but I'm not quite sure how does the whole fucking thing works. Especially the combat. I'm gonna be honest, the combat is a little bit lackluster. Yeah. Alright. We'll go on to the next game. Next game. Oh, wait. If you go back to the menu, you die. It's a cool concept, though. I think you need to complete all 5 investigations without dying or going mad. Yeah, it's I kind of get the gist of the game. It's kind of like a roguelike mystery solving game kind of stuff, right? Because there's some tabletop RPG element to it where you're gonna encounter some random stuff in between your investigation and you do like a dexterity check, a durability check, and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Alright, we gotta move on to the next game though, so we have one more game to go. One more. Okay. Next game. Alright, this one, I wouldn't say it's really like a horror game, but it is something that kinda got suggested to at least give it a try and see what's up. So I guess we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Alright, next game. is a game that is known as. What's up, Magma? Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Glorpa. Mind you, I never really played this game, chat. All right, so we're here to check it out, see what's up. Doesn't like ding it. That does not use the channel points, Magma. Fortunately. You just lost everything. God damn it. How you doing, man, by the way? Barbarian, Necromancer, Sorcerer, Rogue, Druid. Okay, we're gonna go with a classic Rogue here. Okay. Customize. Nice tattoos. Okay. Hair. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I like that. Facial hair. Oh my god. I would keep it at 11. Diablo now. This is true horror. I know. Listen, I'm just checking it out, okay? I'm just checking it out. Because I'm gonna be honest, we ran out of a horror game. Played Shinkansen Zero and World of Horror earlier. So we're kind of goog. RPG is not really my jam, so we're just here to like check things out, see what's up. Kind of like this actually. We'll go with that. Hardcore, nope. Name, Rain. Seasonal character are moved to the Eternal Realm when season ends. Season Journey or in Battle Pass are only available for seasonal character. New content addition and gameplay. Alright, sure. World Tier 1. Veteran Adventure. I'm new to this shit. You play on mobile? Good one! This is Diablo 4, not Diablo Immortal. Chill. Different game.
Sanctuary was never meant for humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was. And Sanctuary's ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
Is that my character? Is that Rain? Have you guys played Diablo 4 before, chat? Oh, it is my character. Oh shit. Let me guess, the horse is dead? In a gruesome way? Yeah. Ooh. That's wolf. Okay. Full introduction. Damn, we survived the night. Now that's impressive. Played the Diablo 3 demo 2 times because it's free on Battle.net. Diablo 2 was free? I mean, Diablo 3 was free? Interesting. Oh, wow. Alright, the demo. And game starts. Oh.
I should find better shelter before I freeze.
Yeah, hold up. Font scale. Limit cutscene FPS to 30 frames. What about new? Peripheral lighting. HDR. Resolution scaling. Foreground FPS. Background FPS is 30. And they do have FSR too. Quality preset ultra. Are we good on it though? Whoa. I see the performance. Well, it seems like the frames are kind of good. I guess we'll check it out with this.
I'm not ready yet.
I'm not ready yet. Is it just me or it's kind of stuttering? I can't tell. Let me do high instead of ultra. Yeah, I don't see any different.
Road's blocked. Should clear up when the storm has passed.
The visuals definitely looks
Another
cool.
abandoned town.
Demons everywhere. Fangs in the dark.
Oh, I can see it.
Bit me.
Careful! He's a wild one.
Do? What's going on here?
What's it to you?
Oswen, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demons spilling from the ruins. Kill us all. Kill us all.
Ruins? What is he talking about? Come, I'll explain.
Okay, hold up. Let me see if I can cap it 120 instead.
There is evil staring in the ruins to the north. That poor monk back there must have gone inside.
There we go. It's a lot smoother.
Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
Let's go back to Ultra. Isn't safe
Could you
here.
protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
I'm going to kill whatever's in those ruins before it gets the chance to kill me.
Truly? Oh, thank you.
Is this demo? No. This is a full game. A spend skill point. I'll take an enemy, deal 7 damage and increasing energy regeneration by 3 seconds. Throw a blade, take the step over 2. Fire an arrow that seeks an enemy. Fire a purple arrow. 20% by 3 seconds. Let's try that. Oh shit. Okay. Unlocked by... Okay. Oh, that's my first skill. Oh, I see. Okay, sure. Refund is free for first 8 levels. Okay. No, it's not. I didn't bought this. This is in Game Pass. Oh, I mean, not free, but it's something that I already paid in the first place anyway, so might as well give it a check out. The aesthetic is actually pretty fucking sexy. Healing potion. I see. The lighting is immaculate, which is not surprising. Of course you're rogue. I'm always rogue in this kind of game. What's up, Mary? Okay. It's the shade that the camera is a little bit too zoomed in for my liking. Kind of zoomed out any further than this. Oh my god, the level. Okay. Damaging crowd control an injured enemy and a bigger increase its energy regeneration. What if we have 2 here? Let's see. I guess we'll do that for now. Remember, the game is fun until you meet a group of enemies? Really? I thought that's part of the fun. Then again, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay, of course we got some healing whale.
I'm not ready yet.
I am not ready yet. Not ready. Remember, every Diablo has a group of enemies, all the same. True. I mean, it's an ARPG after all. RPG.
I'm not ready yet.
Let me try the other attack, actually. The blade shift is active, you get 20% move. Yeah, it is faster. So we'll try it out. Well, audio is a little bit too loud. A bunch of fallen so far, but that's about it.
I'm not ready yet.
Decapitated. Oh shit.
I need more time.
Nice summon, brother. Ah, shit. Reaching short sword. Gloves. Where's compare? Shift, okay. Cool, cool. Alright. UI is pretty clean. Okay, you guys cannot really see properly, but okay, nothing really to see here just yet. Abilities, alright. Actually, rollable blade in short distance, dealing 8 damage. Every third cast, slow enemies by 20% for 22 seconds, was always slow. Kinda need the slow. Dealing 60 damage, increase your critical strike chance against 5% for 4 seconds. Critical strike. Vulnerable. Vulnerable enemy take 20% increase. I guess we'll try. See what's up. Yeah, I swear to God, the camera is a little bit claustrophobic here.
You've returned.
Damn.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
Truly. Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent. Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew. We'd be honored if you'd join us.
Oh shit.
To our savior.
I don't like where this is going. Oh, we're getting poisoned, aren't we? God damn it. Classic. Never accept a pint from a bunch of strangers. God damn it, man. Fucking knew it. Bunch of ungrateful fucks. Let me guess, these guys are a bunch of fucking cannibals? Oh shit, are we about to do some title drop? Diablo 4. Oh. From my corpse and from my mouth crawled hatred. Father burned his children on a pyre, and a mother molded a new age from the ashes. Oh, wait. By the weak made strong, a pack of lamb feasting on the wolf, tears of blood rain on the desert journey, and the way of hell was torn asunder. These guys from the cult, aren't they? Wait, what's wrong with the fucking shit? Oops.
Thy mother's blood.
Oh, it's a little
Thy mother's
followers.
body. So, shall you witness her glory before you die?
Before you die.
Not ready yet.
Oh oh my.
They're coming! The whole damned village! Get up! Get up! We have to fight our way out! There! Take them! May the light preserve us. Lost souls!
Who the fuck is that guy though? Why is he helping us? Play the crazy village.
You are blessed like us now.
That was all of them. Light willing.
Okay. You're the madman from the shed.
Madman. Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins. Just like you. I came to my wits and escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel, but it was locked and... What manner of evil is this? Petals? Of blood?
They must have fed them to me.
A blasphemous ritual. How did they learn this? Perhaps the answer lies in the chapel. They kept it locked up for a reason. The key might be on that woman who was leading them.
All right. Got the chapel key. Alright. A hero's reward or raid. Unlock the chapel's door. Is there anything? Can loot.
Not in town. Blood petals. Like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
Ooh. Okay. Shit, my frames. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know why it's stuttering like hell. Help.
Shameful.
Oh, we're good.
Our Father has granted you a path to salvation.
Okay.
And
Jesus.
yet, you stray from it at every opportunity. You drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
Lilith.
Sin is their birthright.
Holy shit, she just fucking showed up in the fucking chapel?
My children. The lords of hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire and turned you into a prisoner within yourself. Break the chains and discover who you were meant to be. Break the chains and be beautiful in sin.
monkaW.
Resist! Resist her temptation!
Oh, what the fuck?
Vani, it's me. I brought your child into this world.
Oh, it's the Boltman.
Mother.
The first of many. Go to the dry steps and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
I passed out again.
You came to thank the light.
God damn it. I gotta get out of here.
You collapsed inside. I thought the darkness had swallowed you. I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you in there?
I saw a vision. A horned demon. She said the lords of hell are coming. She wanted to help the people survive.
Help them?
She called them her children. And they welcomed her like a mother.
Mother? No.
It cannot be.
It cannot be. I must report to the cathedral.
Listen, there is a hermit to the northeast. A man of questionable loyalty, but he knows of the forbidden. He might be useful to us.
Bring him to the cathedral in Kiovashad, and you will be in the light's favor.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Well, audio is a little bit too low. Let's do 50, but maybe 46. Okay, we gotta find some. We gotta find our path. So far, the intro. Out of Sanctuary, the Grim Permission stats booted to all character in this realm. Okay. It's pretty cinematic, which is, you know, Blizzard's specialty. I'm gonna contain wide range of content. Altar of Lilith? Claim an altar of Lilith, okay. Is there nothing else? Hey. Yeah, I guess there's nothing else. I needed some AoE. Need some AoE, brother. No title selected. Lucky commoner. Nice. Try and grant a variety short-term power increase with it. Okay. What? Always online. Ah. Yeah, all right. It's one of those fucking always online bullshit. Why do they have this shit, man? Come on. Your character is not finished being saved by the game. Bro, come on. I haven't even touched the multiplayer, man. Come on, Brian. It's an MMO. Oh, my fucking shit died again. Oh, we're good. See. Fixes it. Does this and Diablo Immortal have any connection? Okay, we're still fucking... Alright, let me Google that shit. Diablo 4 code 395200. Wait, no. Oh, 2. Your account is currently locked. Overload preventing you from logging in. Same problem. Close client. Rebooted. Still cannot. The server overload error. Really? Somehow I doubt that. Is it down? I don't know. It could be, yeah. There could be a chance it's down for real. It always said cute game though, so it could be a server overload. Rude. Alright. Oh god damn it, we got loaded all the way over here. Also, it keeps fighting against my fucking thingy thing. Maybe let's try FSR2. See what's up. I'm so scared that he accidentally alt F. I didn't alt F4. The fucking game kicked me out. Oh my god, I have to fucking. No, I'm not even gonna bother. I missed nothing while I was running. Not really. Not much have been missed. We're still kind of like in the intro of the story anyway, so. The church scene was nice. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, you did miss that. Suppose. Alright, I just fucking leveled up. can kind of crowd control.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
Whoa. Verticality. Ew. Eastern Pass. Oh, we gotta find this area. Herbs and ore. Herb.
Road's blocked. Should clear up when the storm has passed.
Assortment, some of the skills, strong spirits. Enter the cabin.
Is anyone here? What are you hiding back here?
Oh shit. Ah, yes. Oh my god. The in-between gameplay cutscenes is actually pretty fucking dope. God damn it, my VTube's fucking dead. OBS is dead as well. You guys still hear me?
You're going to trespass.